Good morning, traders. It is 5:47 a.m., May 4th, 2016. I'm going to do a little pre-market prep. So on Tuesday, the market pulled back to an area of support after having a up day on very low volume, which I think was a signal that that up move was suspect. So on the second, so if you see an up bar after kind of a battle and some larger volume, when you see an up bar and or a down bar, and there's very little volume involved, you can say, okay, maybe that closing price isn't where the market average price should be, or maybe that move is suspect. We could be going the other direction, and that's exactly what happened. Back down into this testing this support area once again. Looks like we're lower so far in pre-market, 548. Who knows what's going to happen, but looks like the dollar is a little bit up. So if we look at that, obviously the dollar's gotten pounded here of late. If we look on the weekly, you can see it's kind of hanging by a thread here on support. So there is quite a bit of a move to go if it were to break, and I think that's bullish for gold and possibly bearish for the markets. It's hard to tell. As the dollar weakens, stocks should be worth more, so it should actually bolster the market a little bit, but then it really depends on what happens, whether they see the dollar as a safe haven and run to the dollar, or whether it's seeing the U.S. weaken as a safe haven, so money's moving out of the U.S., etc., etc., etc. There's lots of different ways to look at it. So if we look at some of the trades that we talked about previously, so snap on. So if we look at this, it broke the 200-day moving average, and so it is now in this channel again, in this channel here. So support, the 200-day, becomes resistance, and this lower area at around 156, 155 and a half, etc., becomes support. So that trade is looking great. I'm in the 160, 165 call spread, so that's 50% profit at this point. So that's great. Goldman Sachs. So in my last pre-market video, which I did I think on Tuesday morning, or excuse me, Monday morning, I said that it would be nice if I could get it, if it went back up into the 167 area, to put in a short play, and that's exactly what happened. Went up to that 167 area, hit it, and then the next day immediately went back down. So it's about 50%, or 60 or 40, 35, 40% profit. Right now, we'll see how it opens. It could open 50% or more. So anything that reaches 50% profit very quickly, you can think about taking off the table, especially if you've got other trades that you want to work on. At the same time, once you're within that 1 month area on a vertical call spread that you are selling, that you have sold, so you received a credit for it, within a month of it expiring, time value starts coming out of it quite dramatically. So if you're off the money, if you're in the money, if it is gone below that price, you're not in danger. The further the current price is away from the strike that you sold, the more time value is going to come out of it quickly. And so the price may be volatile. It could go back up in, but at the same time, the longer you hold it, the more value you're going to get each and every day. So it depends on how you want to play it. If you're looking at it and you're saying, oh, it's down at support, and it could bounce from here, you can sell it. If you're like, well, it's got room to run, I'll just hold it. Or it doesn't look like it's going to bounce very much. I think a bounce would be tepid. It's got resistance above it. Then you can just hold it and let time value, just let value just come out of it. So I'm not sure I was clear there, but I'm planning on doing separate videos on options. So hopefully that'll just pique your interest. If it didn't make any sense, that's probably my fault. So Monsanto, another one that I talked about. So obviously it opened up back down at this support, this really tight range of support level. I did go ahead and put a short on this one. If it breaks, obviously there's room to go down. It really could break either way, but I think with the way the market's going, there's a greater chance of it breaking down here, which is why I put on the trade. Usually I like to have resistance above, so I can say, okay, if it bounces off resistance, it'll go down. But this is one where I just kind of I'm feeling really kind of confident in the direction of the market that I think, at least in the short term. So I went ahead and took that trade. So looking at things that showed up on the scan for today, CIT group. So you can see it actually was doing some work. This looks like an ABC if you're into Elliott wave, possibly, although it didn't breach. It's kind of a weak thing here. So anyway, this is could be a wave. Obviously kind of broke down here on this yesterday, so we'll see where it opens today. But looking to get, you could get short here. Obviously pretty bearish, I would say. And look, this looks like a correction on a downtrend, so the downtrend could resume. Really, the other ones that I'm interested in are also credit services. So American Express, better looking, but still not great. Capital One, also breached above the 200-day, which was downtrending, and went back down below it. Let's see, what else? eBay, this is a funky chart. It actually beat earnings, had this kind of shooting star, I guess, is what you would call it. High volume, went up, touched the 200-day, and immediately got sold with viciousness. So it completely filled the gap and got viciously sold here at the 200-day. So down in this really tight range, went back down into that. So I'm not sure I would put a short trade on it, although I am bearish on the company in general. So they spun off their most profitable business, PayPal. So we'll see how that goes. So trade them well. I'm not sure I will get in any of these, to be honest. It really depends on if I get out of if I book profits in some of the other trades, etc., etc. Let's see how gold is doing here. So gold flagging 2 down days, or 2 more consolidation days. Started up high, went lower. As the dollar kind of has rallied, gold has struggled a little bit, but that doesn't mean we can't go higher here. I don't think this is really an issue yet. So yep, lots of earnings today. ISM non-manufacturing, so the services number comes out today at 10 a.m. The manufacturing number was pretty terrible, 50.8, so we'll have to see how the services number is. So with that being said, God bless, good luck, have a great day trading, trade them well. Thanks.